Hi, I'm Christian Levy with miracleofyoga.com, standing here trying to balance this pole in the center of the room. The closer you get, the more minute the adjustments have to be. This is exactly the same thing that we are trying to do, ideally in every single yoga pose. Tadasana is the perfect example. If you're crooked, you're not straight. It's very, very obvious. If the shoulder's too far back, if the head is forward, any of these things, you're not straight. But what's very, very helpful to understand is what force you're working with when you're trying to balance your body. And that is the force of gravity. If the pole balances without you holding it, it's gravity pushing down that holds the pole up. And the pole doesn't need to use any effort. It simply has to be straight. Which is why when you get more and more aligned, straighter in your yoga postures, you literally feel lighter because you become lighter because gravity is working with you rather than against you. This kind of posture obviously has to struggle a lot to maintain gravity's pressure. When we stand straight, we line up with gravity. Now, the other important thing to realize is that you bring naturally with you to your yoga practice imbalances in your body. Everybody has one hip that's higher, one hip that's turned forward, one shoulder that's higher, or maybe sometimes one that's too low. The ribs are turned, twisted, the spine has a twist. Everybody's feet point different ways. This is the pattern in your body that has developed over the course of your lifetime, which you call posture. Now, in yoga, when you practice your yoga postures, you want to stand straighter, get more aligned in the field of gravity. You want to stand straight. But then if you understand that your body has its own imbalances, you then go to a deeper level of sophistication with alignment, understanding that the hips have to move a certain way to get straighter and balanced. The legs have to move a certain way to get straighter and balanced. The shoulders have to move in certain ways. One has to go a little back more because it's stiffer. These kinds of things. When you practice yoga with alignment, with the focus of alignment, you learn about your body's patterns. You get the feedback in one way or another from a teacher or from a friend or from practice where you just become aware of what you're doing in the pose. Wow, I'm twisted here. In dog pose, I'm twisted. So where's the correct position? You bring your body into that correct position and then you reset that as that's balance, that's alignment. When you practice the yoga pose with that corrected alignment, you're balancing in your body the imbalances, the forces that are pulling your body back to its normal posture. So practice with alignment. Understand that when you do all yoga poses, if this knee falls in, for example, then this is poor alignment. Now, it takes effort to bring the knee back, and you have to create strength and open for flexibility. But eventually, when you get that knee straight over the heel, even though it takes effort to get there, the pose becomes lighter because you're lined up with gravity. You're not fighting gravity so much. So think about balancing your body relative to the field of gravity in your yoga postures, and understand that's why the alignment points are so crucial. If the hip is behind the ankle, then you're absolutely not balanced in the field of gravity. If the hip is straight in line with the ankle, then you are much, much more balanced in the field of gravity. The alignment points give us the reference point of how to move our bodies so that we get better aligned in the field of gravity. The poses become lighter, you can get more spinal extension, and on the way you learn about your own body's patterns, imbalances, and learn how to correct and balance them with your yoga practice. I'm Christian Levy with miracleofyoga.com. Thanks for joining me.